Yes, good morning, lovelies. This is a story about the bags. Yes, happened years ago. The bags or the bag being stolen. Many years ago, working around the court, um, I was asked to hold on for somebody who had to go off for about 6 weeks. So that means I had to leave my court where I working in. Listen to this. And go to the court where they was working in because no one there at all. So only me one was in that court. The police used to come over because they have to be around the court. They work with us. Now the person leave a bag in the chair, a black bag. I saw the bag in the chair, and that's the first thing I do. Who bag this belong to? It wasn't the police on because I had the keys when I opened the door. It wasn't the police on. Okay, so when I asked the magistrate, she told me it's the lady on who went off. So I leave the bag there. Okay, a week later, I see the bag move in the back. So the magistrate ain't there, and I know the magistrate ain't touch it. So I'm like, either the judge or the police process of elimination. So I asked the police, did you move the bag? He said, yeah, he moved the bag and put it from the back, from the front to the back. I say, well, the bag don't belong to me. It don't belong to you. You don't really work here. You come here to liaise with us to work with the court. I say, I allow you to come into the office to sit down so you can use the phone, get some water, and we get along together because we got to work together. I say, but you shouldn't be moving nothing in here without accent. I give him a scenario. I say, I cannot leave here and go to Central Police Station. Go behind Central Police Station desk and move none belong to nobody and put it where I want put it. Okay? They don't even let you behind the desk. They don't even let you use the phone if you was to go there to use the phone. I know because I asked before. So I ain't talking because I could talk. I talking for facts that I know. Okay? I worked to the court, and at one time I went to Central Police Station and I really needed to make a quick call. It was back in the day when there was no cell phone booth. And I say, I could use your phone so I could call, because the call I was calling, even though it isn't too far away, it'll be far for me to walk when I could have straightened it right out on the phone. The police tell me, no, he can't let me use the phone. So here I is letting you use the phone, letting you use the bathroom, letting you drink water, letting you sit down when you're tired, because we trying to be humane to you. But now you decide you could do what you feel like. So when I tell him about it, even though I did it in a nice way, he got offended. But I didn't care. But at least he knew what I was all about, because not on my watch. And just like I thought, after a week of that bag being in the back, it disappeared. Now I know the magistrate didn't move it. I didn't move it, so only the process of elimination again. So I asked him, I said, where's the bag was in the back? It disappeared now. He tell me, say, the lady who off came in when I went to one of the other courts. Because sometimes I have to take my stuff out to the other court. And so because only me one working, doing dual work, I'm backlog with the woman leave there. I can tell you about that soon. Um, I needed to leave. I didn't have to leave him there. I could lock the office door and let him go. But because he waiting for when he need to know when to go to prison, and he don't want to go back to Central. They never want to go back to Central because I don't know why, but they just never want to go back there. I let him. I say, okay. Once I lock up all my cabinets and dry good. I say, if anyone come, you could just let them know. I just coming right back. I go on to another court to carry this stuff out. So you working hand come hand go. You're working with each other, okay? He tell me the lady came and get the bag. So I saw him in one of those rounds when I go on. Oh, she came in when I was in there and get the bag. Mind you, I took him for face value because number one, he's a police officer. A police officer is the most trustworthy person, supposed to be the most trustworthy person you could ever go to for help or to ask anything from, according to their oath. Okay? So now when the woman come back after weeks of being home and she come back to work, she was all about telling people I stole her bag. Couple of the staff came and tell me, you know what this woman's saying about you? You know why they come and tell me that? Because you know something? Your character speaks for you. Your character speaks for you. Okay? When you have a good character and people all about trying to blast you, God gonna put somebody to come and bring it to you, to your attention. Okay? Not only that, God will expose them at some point in time and shut them down. So I paid no mind. I said, leave her alone. She ever was hating on me from day one. How I know that? My discernment of spirit. The first time I meet this woman, my discernment of spirit, just looking in that woman's eyes, I wanted nothing to do with her. Hi, hello, and that was it. And that's how I treated her from the day when I work in that place. Okay? And with me, my discernment of spirit is on point. That's a gift. Okay? And listen to me, it never lie. It never fail. Because she was just what I thought she was from the day when I met her. Never knew her. Just look in her eyes. That's what she proved out to be. Trust me. That's what she proved out to be. And you know something? I ain't paying no mind until she realized all the work that she left pile up. Because she's lied, telling my work always up to date and never so. Her work never was up to date. She used to make them believe she was so good. Oh, my work so up to date. It never was. She too busy gossiping about people and not doing the government work. And listen here. So all the appeals I meet and the transcript I meet, I type them. But I only use computer to type. This woman so outdated and so never gone back to school, but always trying to make people believe because she been there before you or been working around there before you. Never did nothing vital. Never did nothing vital. You been there before me, but it's me who opened all these cards, trained the staff and set them up. What did you do? Nothing other than Jessa was a common worker and still gonna do all of that. And so she used to make them believe that she was so good, her work was up to date. But a person like me, when I go there, because I know what to look for, unlike the people who work in HR, yes, at the time, who don't know left, right, or center, what to look for, but in charge of the area, I tell them this woman working never up to date. So she can retrieve the work what I did on the computer because she didn't know how to even turn on a computer. So she came to the car by here to start row. She comes, not to start, she come rapping. How dare you? How dare you? This and she going on and on, drawing crowd. When she finished saying what she's saying, I say, yeah, and you all about telling people that I teeth your bag. I address the situation, then since we on that. I say, my headache in because you don't know how to turn a computer. Instead of being talking about people and talking all about, but I teeth in your bag, you need to go back to school. That was my words to her. And I fix her business. Anyone know me know I can fix your business. I don't stutter. I can fix your business. Okay? And she was so upset, but I shame her. Going just like an old puppy hanging her head. Because I shame her. You tell them your work up to date, but you coming around me because I didn't type all the appeals, all the transcript. You can't get it on the computer. You don't know how to turn it on. But you tell them your work up to date, so you shouldn't have want them on the computer. Because if your work was up to date, I wouldn't have need to type them and put in the computer. What she was hoping was, I would have typed them on the typewriter because that's what she's used. And then she would have passed them off as if it's her work. And her work, she always do her work and her work is done. That's what she was hoping. But I didn't even know God was protecting me even then too. Because she was trying to use me to do all her backlog work. Knowing she leave it there, that's why they send me there too. You see, that's why they send me there too. To make her look good. You see? And they had these people on a pedestal. You see? They'll be all right. Time longer than rope. This woman leave off that job hating me, even though I fix her business. And when I tell her but I did tell her what the police to tell me that she came again. She said she never get a bag, which proved the police is a liar and a thief. Because if she get her bag, why the bag gone missing? And she didn't get it. So that means because he know he moved it, so he said she came and get it. Didn't know that it would have come to that. But you see, God has a plan in everybody's life. When you untrustworthy, let me use that word. When you put on a facet that you are trustworthy, but you are not, and looking for opportunities to do wrong, let me explain what has happened. God has exposed you. That's number one. Number two, years later, because he was untrustworthy, he was indicted on more very serious crimes and had to get put off the police force. See, because time longer than rope. Time longer than rope, you see? In the meantime, in between time, she got the full understanding is that is why he told me she came for the bag because he knew he thief it. The same bag what I thought was hers because he never had one. And he claimed he had one just like her. Showing this lie, okay? But yet she was all about accusing me. But see, no one take a hike. Even though she been working there years before me, no one respected her and took a hike because they know better for me and my character. That's why they were coming and telling me. You see? This woman leaves still hating me. And when she gone, they had to bring her. She come back to try and make money because she broke. After she retired, she come back to make money after she broke. And when she see me, hi, how you doing? I don't have no time to let's pretend. I don't say nothing when you like that. I just hold my hand and hold it up as a sign to say hello. But I keep walking where I go and I don't look at you twice. So you can't say I didn't acknowledge you, but I ain't speaking with my lips because I learned one thing too, working with crime. Some people will come to you and they'll cause you, even if you say hello to them, and you say hello, they'll go make people believe you say all kind of other things. And when you're fooling with a demon, I don't even open my mouth to you. I just use hand gestures like a sign language person. And yeah, I know how to do sign language. I had an auntie who was deaf and dumb. But we learned to do our own sign language, so I know how to do a lot of sign language. So I can talk to a deaf and dumb person without using the formal sign language, but they can understand everything I say with the language that I developed to talk to them. Because I used to talk to my deaf and dumb auntie, okay? So I say you like, yeah, I do sign language. I will never speak. So she need help now. Why she want to be friendly? You know one taking her high, you know one even looking at her. You see? See, time longer than rope. And when you don't do right by people, it's catch up to you in different forms and different ways. And you have a lot of people going wrong. See how problem was? They were hating on you because they put their personal things against you because they was living in chaos. And their life wasn't right. And instead of getting out of it, they stayed in it out of shame. You see? You know, the Bible speaks of these things, married and intermarrying. You know, if you then being married, have a bunch of children, why are you trying to get married? Just to say you get married? Or you hoping the man can help you, eh? Half of the time the man looking for help, he said if he didn't get a bunch of children, he running from. So he get a bunch, you get a bunch. How you can help each other? And them children, adults coming and robbing you out in teens. You living in chaos. So they hate people who live in peace and harmony. But you have to develop a peace and harmony lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. When you keep inviting negative into your life, you will not have a peaceful life. But if you keep all the negative out, you will have a peaceful life. How you do that? People who you know ain't right, you don't let them in your circle. You don't let them come to your house door. Oh, if you don't have no one come to your house door, learn to love yourself enough, you'll be your own friend. Because plenty of people you wouldn't want there is correct, tell you'll have nobody. Because a lot of people come with so much ulterior motive. And these people come to work with all kind of chip on their shoulder. You'll never see things go down like that in the private sector because, see, a lot of people forget their purpose on the job. The purpose of going to a job is you need money to sustain you and to pay your bills and to feed you and all those things. That's what sustain means, okay? You need money for that, right? So you go to work. But your only purpose on a man job is to do the man work. Nothing else. You heard me? Nothing else. All that total news, all that hating somebody for having their personal life in order because you're trying to watch them from a distance and all these things, that don't belong on the man job. Your only purpose, I didn't say you got a couple, I say only. Your only purpose on a man job is to do his work. When payday come, you still have to do his work and you can get your pay. Your reward for doing the work. They your only purpose. All them other things, what is being these workplaces and these offices, don't belong there. These people with all these chip on their shoulder, they living high and coming to you foaming and carrying on, trying to impress people, when people ain't around, coming to you foaming and carrying on. That's because they hating you. How you getting they mixed that they round your head? You know what I'm saying? And then they don't, everyone is close their eye to the play, they ain't see it until it get too bad. When the situation get too bad, it's an explosion. Yeah, you always heard fight on the job and all these things. These are the situations because they don't belong in the workplace. They don't belong in the workplace. And y'all need to learn that. And you keep the demons from around your house. This woman is so cold, she want to know, she heard where I live. And she was so jealous of me. One time she holler, oh, I can send the CID to search up your house. What kind of power you have to send the CID to search up my house? And what kind of power the CID have to come search up my house without a valid reason? I don't commit crime. No one in my house has commit crime. So what they can come to search up my house for? Because you want them to come search up my house because you know one or two of them? Oh, the devil is a liar. Somebody will lose their job and government will have to pay plenty money for my seriousness, my inconsistency. Okay? That's how that will play out. That's jealousy. That's jealousy. They so hell-bent on trying to know how you living that they will go to any lengths to try get in your house. And that's why you got to keep the demons out because they're not worthy of your time. They're not what they're supposed to be. And if you want to live a peaceful life, you have to keep them away from you. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You don't let them inside your house. Some people so cold, they ride up and down just to see where you live. And if you don't, like me, I tell you, child, I live in old houses. So they always need fixing. I tell you straight up, all kind of fixing I need to do. I tell you straight up. But I ain't trying to get in your new house. I don't care where you live. That ain't got nothing to do with me. See, and that's where the problem come in. When you don't count people, they all about counting you. That's what happened. You ain't counting them, but they all about counting you. That's jealousy. And they'll stop at nothing. The Bible tell you that in Proverbs. But God has stopped them. Just how he stopped Paul on the road to Damascus. Hey, yeah. He gonna stop them too. Right in their tracks. It's only a matter of time. Time answereth everything. Remember that. And their life, you ever see you're old and you stay in chaos? Because if you live your whole life in chaos, when you're old, you think you can smooth off, eh? No, you guys start cleaning out your life from young. So you can live in peace. So that when you're old, you can have a peace too. You live in chaos, you think when you're old, it can stop? Why you think so much people want be in they prefer being in the old folks home now? Some of them saying they go in the old folks home, but they ain't want to be around their children and stuff, living in too much chaos. You ain't know that? They ain't going there by because their children was tired of them. They some of them putting in for they self to go in. I never believe it until somebody tell me that's what they can do. I started to laugh. I said, well, why you can do that? They tired of their family and their children and the problem they got. They said it could be better to be among people who strange and to get along and then this and that and that. So they put in there. It's all like a joke, but I had to laugh. And some people are doing it. They are doing it, babies. You know, that's why you got to have a peaceful environment and don't invite the devil in. You keep